Hello, Stampin' friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lori Staley. I am the Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up, and I'm an independent demonstrator in Pennsylvania, right outside of Harrisburg. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. I have such a fun project to share with you tonight. It is such a pretty card for Easter. So if you're getting into making your Easter cards, I got a really good one for you tonight. A couple of things before we kick that off, and I'll give you guys some time to jump on. The savings in bloom, we're winding down, right? We only have a couple of more days. Today is the 28th, and this ends on the 31st. So you can get that mini die cutting machine for $48. It's regularly $60, and with the new catalog, it's going to be $63. Yes, Stampin' Up is being forced to do some price increases. So be aware of that. And then there are 13 bundles, all of which are discounted, an additional 10% or 20% off the individual pricing. So the stamp regular price plus the die regular price, it's 20% off of that. These all fit through this mini machine. And this little guy is really, really handy. He sits right beside me on the table because a lot of our products will go through this size machine. This is a little bit bigger than a 3-inch wide base. Of course, it comes with all of the platforms that you need. Hey, Betty, all the platforms that you need come right along with it. It will tell you to use your white plate for die cutting. I use my light gray one. I tried my white when my machine was a little too tight. Hey, Sharon. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining, ladies. So I do use my white one. Or I'm sorry, I use my gray one in place of the white one. But your machine might be different, right? Every machine is calibrated just a little bit differently. But it is a workhorse, just like our bigger version. And like I said, it folds up just like the bigger version. So this is really convenient if you travel to scrap or stamp. Easy to pack, open it up, close it back up on your table to save space, and just keep it real close by. So yeah, so that's $48 until the end of the month. And then of course the Waves of the Ocean promotion is still going on. The stamp set and the dies carry over into the new annual catalog. Hi, Emmy. The designer series paper, the blue foils, and the rhinestones are only available while supplies last. And they still are there, which I am shocked because I truly expected, hey, Donna, I truly expected this to sell out. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, you might want to think about it because I can't imagine it's going to last for much longer. Although maybe they did a really good job and got a lot of the product in, which is fabulous. All right, so those are the two promotions that are going on. Of course, we have our last chance sale with all of the retired products. And I will put a link under the video in case you don't have a demonstrator that you're working with, to give you a link to the last chance list, right? That way, if you have a catalog, you can go through and mark it. You'll know what's going away. You'll know what's on sale. All of those things. If you don't have a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator that you work with, reach out to me. I'll be happy to pop one in the mail for you, okay? And then this cute card is what we made last Monday. This is, of course, the Happy Hedgehogs set, and we did a little fun fold action with it. So the winner of this is Donna Beers. So Donna, I will put this in your kit that you're getting, the Just Cards kit at the end of the month, right? That'll be coming out probably end of the first week. And speaking of the Just Card kits, these are the Just Cards for March. Not this one, sorry. Get my hands crossed here. There we go. That's the right turtle card. So the way you earn these card kits is that you place a minimum $30 product order on my website, which is addictedstamper.stampinup.net. using the current month's host code. So these are March's cards. We're just about ready to wrap these up and start cutting, but there's still time to get your order in. Use that host code and a minimum $30 in product, and you will earn the 5 card kits with envelopes and a color PDF with step-by-step instructions on how to put the cards together. If you are long distance to me, we do ask for postage assistance to get them to you quickly. Okay. All right, I think that is everything that I have to share with you. Oh, let me show you this real quick though too. So this is a home decor project that I have going on, a class to go in for Easter. It's about to run out. Registration's about to run out for it as well. Last day to register is Wednesday the 30th, and the cost of the class is $28. You get all the paper, all the cut letters, cut flowers, etc. You don't get the bunny and the chicks. We, as Stampin' Up demonstrators, cannot stamp images and put them in our kits. So you would need to substitute something that you might have, or I'm offering a little bit of a discount on the stamp set. You can get that for $25 when you purchase the class for $28. And this is a, we can mail this kit for postage. We do priority postage to ensure that you get it in time for Easter, to put it together before Easter, actually. So if you're interested in that, make sure you reach out to me. I only have 2 kits left. So we're running down to the wire on that as well. Okay. And you get everything you saw there. You get a pack of rhinestones, a sheet of regular dimensionals, a sheet of mini dimensionals, and the Saffron alcohol blends, which if you have those, you're welcome to substitute them out for another color. You just have to let me know. Okay. All right. So we are going to play with Daffodil Daydream and the coordinating dies. Ooh, my dies are messy. Sorry, guys. We actually created this card in club last month, and I guess I haven't really looked at this since then. So yeah, there's lots of pieces and parts to this one. I'll have to figure out how I had them in there. I did take a picture. That's a tip that I shared with some of my folks. Once I got these all layered on here, I took a picture because I will never get them back in the same organizational manner as I did originally, right? So if you have a really large die set and you know it needs to fit back into a specific space in a certain order, that's a really good idea, is to just take a picture and then keep it with the kit so that you can refer to it when you go to put your dies away, right? All right. I did do all the die cutting previously, but this is Daffodil Daydream bundle. That, of course, is in the current mini catalog. So we are going to start with some Saffron. And the bone folder did not find its way back here. I did a live on my Facebook page last night, and I talked about the fact that my bone folder has taken a walk from this station. So we're going to do this with fingernails tonight, which I don't normally do. 5.5 by 8.5. This is what we're going to call a bookbinding fold, right? So we're going to put a piece of the Heart and Home Designer Series paper on here. Do not worry about measurements and things. That will all be posted beneath the video. Give me about an hour after we get off, and I will get that up for you along with some links, some different things that we've talked about or you may be interested in. But this is just a skinny piece of that Heart and Home Designer Series paper. This is also found in the mini catalog, and it's going to fit right down between our score lines. Such a pretty, pretty paper. And then you can use Tombow liquid glue. You can use your seal, whatever you have handy. Probably Seal Plus would be a better option than regular seal, just because we want this to hold. Oh, there it is. I'm like, that seems to have taken a walk too. So we're going to go ahead and I just go with really little tiny, because it does grab that paper. That's why I usually use my regular seal. Okay, so then we're going to press that down really well. All right, and there's our bookbinding. Now, this entire card was designed because I desperately wanted to use the Paper Lattice. I love these. These are in the annual catalog, and darn if they're not retiring. As of this afternoon, they were still available. So if you love them like I do and you want to get a couple more, or maybe you're just being introduced to them with this project, you can still pick these up out of the catalog. And then I'm using a piece of the Bloom Where You Are Planted Designer Series paper, Of course, all of our designer series papers that are in the annual catalog are retiring. They always, well, I shouldn't say they always do. Last year, they carried over the In Good Taste paper pack, which I was thrilled because that's one of my favorite paper packs ever. That's the one that's all textiles. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mount that onto my card front. And I just lined up the top and bottom of my designer series paper. And then this is going to come down next, right? We're gonna use the Tombow liquid glue to mount this. Believe it or not, just like our dies, if you take a look at this, you will be able to tell the front versus the back. This is the front side. So all these little solid dots, I'm just going to go through and put a dot of Tombow liquid glue down. This is not something that I die cut. It came pre-cut for us, which is awesome. And I'm really kind of bummed that they're not carrying them over, because I think they were one of those things back in with the embellishments and things like that, specialty papers, that everybody just kind of overlooked, but they're really awesome. You can cut them. I just made a card, I think, for my coffee and cards on Thursday on my Facebook page. We do that at 10 o'clock in the morning over there. But I think I just made a card and I cut one of these down. Hi, Shirley. Thank you guys for joining me. So we're just going to mount this right here in the center of that designer paper. And then I'm going to flip it over. Because, you know, how can you not end up with glue, Tombow liquid glue on your fingers? Okay, let's pull out some additional goodies here. So I'm going to be putting together the daffodils, at least these portions. So I kind of made a little cheat sheet for my club members, which I thought I'd bring out and share with you guys. Because I know when we have a heavy die set like this, it can get a little confusing. So in order to create a full base of a daffodil, you need 2 of this die cut and 2 of this die cut, and then you layer them together. I used Saffron and Bumblebee. That's what I'm going to use on my card. And my tip for getting this layered onto that and have it perfectly aligned is one of the petals. Let's bring that down just a little bit. One of the petals has more of a 90-degree angle. It's not quite 90 degrees, I realize that, but it's a much sharper angle than either of the others. So I look for that, and then I look for the coordinating. Not quite as defined on the detail die, but you can still see there's just a little bit sharper angle there. That's my tip for lining them up, okay? This is pretty easy to line up. For one flower, you just need one of these. For one flower, you need 2 of those, so 2 and 2. Now, I did go ahead and put one flower together. We're going to create 2 on here so you can see what that looks like. And then we'll put this one together. How about that? All right. So I did say, so Saffron and Bumblebee are my colors tonight. And I'm going to use, you can use Seal, you can use Tombow. Tombow gives you that little bit of slide, right? You have that opportunity to slide that around while you're getting it aligned. And I want to find that one with that angle, okay? And then I want to do the same thing here. And I'm going to take advantage of that slide to make sure that that's lined up perfectly. There we go. Okay. So finding that little angle is really key. And we as demonstrators learn that as we're trying to create with brand new product, and we're going, oh my goodness, if I'm sitting here spinning this, 4 times, how are my poor Stampin' buddies gonna make it happen? Okay. All right, so then these are just going to get overlaid, and I am going to come back and use some Seal Plus there. So I want them to stay together, right? We're going to use Tombow again just to mount the center, the cup. I don't know. What do you call this part of a daffodil? I tell my folks that follow me on Facebook all the time, I say, I'm not a gardener. My husband used to be a gardener. He still likes to garden. He just doesn't get to do it very much. But when I met him, he was in an apartment. It goes back a long, long time. And oh my goodness, he had a jungle going into his dining and kitchen area. I mean, plants just overtook the space that you walked through. Me, I can kill a jade plant. So, you know, I don't even pretend to try anymore because what's the point? All right, we're going to put some more seal in the center. Again, you can use your liquid glue. Let's put it this way. You can use Seal Plus, whatever is going to work the best for you, right? It's all about what's good in your world and what adhesive you like to use, because all of them will work. So there's our 2 flowers, okay? And then I did go ahead and pre-cut. Hey, Connie, thank you. I did go ahead and pre-cut our stems and our leaves. This is out of Pear Pizzaz. And again, all the measurements, everything that I'm using will be listed below for you. So we are going to work on putting these together. I'm going to take the stem that bends to the right, and we're going to mount that flower on there. Actually, we're going to mount it onto our card front, I think, because I'm going to pop these up with dimensionals. So let's move these over and bring out that Tombow again. Now, if you have adhesive sheets, which are marvelous and fabulous, by all means, before you die cut, use your adhesive sheets. I seem to have a mental block when it comes to using adhesive sheets. I had a mental block about the embossing buddy for years and years and years. I finally have overcome that. But literally, I've been a demonstrator for 18 years, and I'll bet you it was 12 years before I overcame that block. Crazy, I know. I know it's crazy. Let's see, is that about where I want it? Yep, that's going to be perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press that down, and we're going to trim those ends off, so no worries there. We're going to go ahead and do the other stem while I've got the glue and then the leaves too in my hot little hand. I do want the stems to cross over a little bit, and you'll understand why as we go forward. All right, now let me grab a sheet of dimensionals. What did we do without dimensionals? I don't know. So I'm going to put this one on so it's kind of facing that way. And then we're going to put, and you could put multiple dimensionals on here. I'm just doing one in the center for right now. And then this one, I'm going to slide that one petal in over top, or yeah, this one over top, and put that right there. Now let's go ahead and trim those tails or those ends of those stems off. I absolutely love these dies, and they're very intimidating at first, at least that's what I've been told. But once you see it done, I think it takes the intimidation away. And these aren't just for Easter. I mean, they're beautiful for Easter, but they're a great spring flower as well. So you can do all kinds of fun things with these. We'll go ahead and add a few leaves, and then we'll be ready to add our greetings. Again, I'm keeping all of my pieces and parts connecting down here at the bottom, right? Because we're going to add our greeting down there, and it will cover those ends of the stems. But yes, most definitely your adhesive sheets would be your friends using these dies. We're going to slide that out just a little bit. So there we, whoops. It liked my thumb better than it liked the card. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm glad you like it. Don't forget to comment. Give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you're notified when I'm live or I add additional videos. Everybody that leaves me a comment is entered into a drawing to win the project that I'm making tonight. So we'll be giving that away next week. All right, so I've got the inside of my card. Now, unfortunately, when I designed this, the stamp set was available. A Wish for Everything is an amazing stamp set, but it has since retired. So that says, may the beauty of Easter fill your heart with hope. And I love that greeting. Picked up the wrong adhesive. Let's put that away and go back to our regular seal. I knew it as soon as I felt it grab. So you can see this is the inside of the book binding, and we're just going to mount that right there. And you could absolutely, take the butterfly from the stamp set, do a little edging along the bottom or the side if you wanted to in here. Just going to go with that. And then I've got a layer here of basic white, and we're going to use the Easter Blessings from the Daffodil Daydream set. Hi, Tina. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I've got glue on my fingers, so of course everything wants to stick to me. And I always go, put a baby white by your station, but I never do. Never remember. Because this is just where I do the videos. I have another station where I sit to work and design. Ah, caught an edge. Well, let's clean that, shall we? And try that again. Thanks, Donna. I'm glad you guys like it. I do really like this set. And like I said, don't be intimidated by it. Once you get your hands on it, you'll find out it's not nearly as hard as you think it is. Plus, like I have this done, you can make yourself little cheat sheets so you can remember how to put your pieces together, right? Because this was a huge help for our ladies in club that did the projects this month. And then this is just going to go on our mat. And I am going to leave that flat because I just want the daffodil heads to be the thing that gives us our depth and our dimensions. We're going to put that right there. And then the last thing I did, and I always do these pre-live because I don't enjoy making bows on camera. But that is our beautiful Bumblebee gingham ribbon, which of course is retiring because Bumblebee is retiring, right? So if you have not gotten refills for your inks or for you haven't gotten the markers yet or the blends or you need more cardstock, do it sooner rather than later because I think it is the Bumblebee reinker and the Just Jade reinker that are sold out, right? So protect the investment that you made in those products and get yourself some extras, if you will, extra cardstock. And like I actually just bought extra blends because I know that 2 of my blends in those colors are really kind of starting to wear out. And I'm going to want to keep using them, or folks that come to an open studio, if I do those or whatever, are going to want to be able to have access and use those as well. There we go. There is our project for tonight. Here's the cheat sheet that I used to figure out how to put those together, along with that little tip on find that petal that has, more of a 90 degree. It's definitely not a 90 degree, but it's a sharper angle than either of the other 2. And then find that same angle on the detail image, and it helps you line them up first time out of the gate, no spinning around. So there we go. I just love this card. My ladies in club love this card. I hope you love this card. And I thank you so much for watching tonight. Please, again, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. All of those things help YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and will allow me to continue to do even more. So, and share the video for me. That's even better. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. And I'm going to be back. But you know what? Starting in April, we are going to be live on Tuesday nights instead of Monday nights. And the reason is one Monday a month, I do have club in the evening. And so rather than have to jockey it around, we will move to Tuesday nights at 8, which will allow me to be consistent and allow you to find me more easily. All right. Have a great week. Thanks, guys. Bye.